Hey you guys, so this is a What's Good for Blackbird on Apple TV Plus. So this is essentially a crime drama mini series. Each episode is about like almost an hour long, and this show is based on a autobiographical novel which is titled In with the Devil, a Fallen Hero, a Serial Killer, and a Dangerous Bargain for Redemption. And so, with this show, it too is, I would say, is more for mature audiences, just because of the content that's discussed and some of the things that are said and shown. But with what this show's about, is essentially you have James Keene, who also goes by Jimmy. And I would say once the show even just starts, you see, okay, what's his life like? What's going on? How does he get in the situation that he's in? And so he ends up in prison, but authorities come to him and essentially offer him a deal. And the deal is get information from this serial killer. And if he can get information that is essentially useful and that they can use, James can go free. Jimmy can go free. And so the serial killer that he has to kind of befriend, look into, get information from, his name is Larry Hall. And I think this show does a very good job of, even before you get into the whole encounter where Jimmy meets Larry, you get both James's story and you get Larry's story. Like, before they were even to go to prison and meet each other. I like that. And of course, I think that probably would have happened either way, but, I think that kind of gives you more depth instead of maybe like doing a flashback or what have you. I think, too, it also, what is a big advantage is it gives you a little bit of a closer look into Larry's life. I'd say like halfway within the show, like you see, because he talks about it, like his childhood, what was it like growing up, stuff like that. And I think that is, I wouldn't say an important element, but it really kind of gives you that feeling like Jimmy almost like understands or sees. But throughout this whole series, it is very suspenseful because there is so much at stake when it comes to trying to make sure, A, can you even get this information from Larry? And then two, is he even going to be safe? Is Jimmy even going to be safe? So it is very much like what's going to happen next. And I think that is what's very enjoyable about this show. It also really gave me Mindhunter vibes, if you've ever seen that show on Netflix, which is sadly no more. That show too also looks at serial killers and like observing them, profiling them. So if you like this, maybe you might also like that as well as a recommendation. But the two actors, the one that plays Larry, Paul Walter Hauser, and then the one that plays Jimmy, Taron Egerton, they both do a very, very excellent job. Just when they're on screen together, you can definitely feel like, okay, there's something like here, they're really working like off one another. And not saying like you don't see that at all, but I felt it was just done really well. Especially just like in this environment, in this situation, like you can definitely just feel like when watching it, like, okay, I feel like I'm watching something like really personal. Like I feel like I'm there. And I don't know if I should feel like that or not, but I feel very connected. And the whole cast just does, I think, a great job of portraying this story. In a way, it makes me kind of want to read the book because I know sometimes with the, like based on a true story or things that go from, a story into production, things can be a little different. So I am really curious, like, okay, what's different from, maybe the book than, what happened on screen or, stuff like that. Like, was something maybe dramatized a bit? I have no idea. Um, but if you are really interested in a crime drama, or if you just want something suspenseful, something different, I would definitely give this show like a go. Because I was really highly entertained and intrigued when watching, and I think many others were as well, and maybe you would be as also if you want to give it a try. And also if you want to watch Mindhunter on Netflix. Um, so if you have watched this show, feel free to leave your thoughts down below and I will talk to you all later. Bye.